Question 4. So this is going to be a one sample t-test because a individual sample is being tested against a stated population mean. So that answers question C right off the bat. This is going to be a one sample t-test. The null state's the same as always. There's no difference between the sample mean and the population mean. One-tailed test, two-tailed test. She believes that the average number of meetings should be less than. That makes it a one-tailed test. And, okay, and I already said one sample t-test. What is the p-value? Okay, so let's switch over to the sheet of magic, the Excel. So one thing I found about Excel is I can't find a way to do a one sample t-test. I don't think Excel does them. So we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to follow this formula. Okay. So the first one is the mean of the sample. I went ahead and picked a cell. I did my average, and then I highlighted everything. I got my average there. And then I found the difference between the stated mean of 18. I just had it minus 16.28, and that's the difference between the two means. So that number right there is the top of this fraction. Second part, S is the standard deviation. So what I did was I clicked the cell, and I just did a standard deviation for that set of data as well. And I got that number for the standard deviation. And the N is the number of people in the study, and there was 14. And this number is the square root of 14. So I divided 14 by 37, 3.7. That was my bottom number. So my final t statistic was this. Equals the top divided by, and then you got to put some parentheses in there. Right, the standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample size, close parentheses. Boom, and there's your t-test statistic. But it doesn't give you a p-value either. So how to look that up is you got to use this formula over here. T distribution, I'm just going to pick a cell. I'm going to go up to the function bar. I'm going to use T distribution once I'm in statistical. Because if you know the t-score, it'll give you back the t-value. Okay, so t distribution. And our x is 3.18. Just going out to two place values there. Degrees of freedom is the number of groups the number of people, which is 14, minus the number of groups, which is 2. So I'm just going to mark it as 12. Cumulative is true. So now this is going to give us everything less than that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to subtract that number from 1. So go back into the function bar, right between the equal sign and the t, hit 1 minus, that should give us the p-value. Okay, so there's the p-value to that t-test statistic. So let's get back to our question and answer period. And, right, one sample t-test, right, the p-value is 0.004. And the test statistic is 3.18, even though that wasn't one of the questions. So was there a significant difference? You bet. Because the calculated p-value of 0.004 was less than the critical cutoff alpha value of 0.05. So that's it. There was a significant difference between the number of meetings this director measured and the stated number of meetings. That's it. MGZ out.